What is the Olympic bid process for new sports? Imagine a sport you love or a new game you think would be perfect for the Olympics. Now, how does that sport actually get a chance to be part of the biggest sporting event in the world? It all starts with a detailed process managed by the International Olympic Committee, or IOC for short. First, the sport must meet two key rules. It has to follow the World Anti-Doping Code, which makes sure athletes compete fairly and safely. It also needs an international federation, which is like the global boss for that sport. Without these two things, a sport can't even be considered. Once a sport is eligible, the next step is the proposal. The host city's organizing committee, called the ACOG, can suggest new sports about 4 to 6 years before the Games. They submit their proposals to the IOC. It's important to know that while the host city can suggest new sports, they can't remove existing ones. So the Olympic program can only grow with new sports added. After a sport is proposed, the IOC Olympic Program Commission takes a close look. They review the sport based on 35 different points, grouped into 5 main categories. These include how the sport fits into the Olympic format, how many athletes and officials are needed, and what venues are required. They also check if the sport would attract young people and add value to the Olympic movement. The Commission looks at how popular the sport is, based on ticket sales and media interest from World Championships. They also consider how much the sport might cost to include and whether it could bring in extra money. The Commission wants to make sure adding the sport makes the Games more exciting without making hosting too complicated or expensive. Once they finish their review, the proposal moves to the IOC Executive Board. If the board agrees, it then goes to the full IOC session, where all IOC members vote. If most members say yes, the sport is officially added to the Olympic program. For example, at the Tokyo 2020 Games, sports like skateboarding, surfing, sport climbing, and karate made their Olympic debut after going through this process. The timeline from proposal to approval can take several months, but it helps ensure only the best sports join the Olympics. This process keeps the Games fresh and interesting, allowing new sports to connect with modern audiences while respecting Olympic traditions.